Good afternoon. Welcome to our Lunch and Learn style Microsoft 365 presentation on advanced threat protection. So, hope you've got something to eat, drink, whatever while you're watching. I've got my gigantic coffee as always. And I will be here to listen to Katie teach us a little bit more about advanced threat protection. Katie Kramer is our specialist in house for training, and she does all of our Microsoft 365 training and keeps up to date on that. Myself, as the marketing director, this is one of those programs that I don't even know is running or happening, which is kind of awesome and kind of the whole idea. So I will let Katie explain a little bit more about that right now.
All right. Thanks so much, Amy. Welcome, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us. Hope you grabbed your lunch. As Amy mentioned, she had no idea that this was even a thing within Microsoft, which I think is great because that way you know it's running in the background and it's safe. I mean, she's never had any problems getting her email or any of the links or anything like that. So we know that it's just running in the background and it keeps you safe. So it's just another tool in your toolkit that's going to help protect you from the bad guys. So by now, we know that you can't just have the one layer of protection for your home computer or for your business computer. You need antivirus, you need encryption, you need Windows updates, you need a firewall. The list goes on and on. A lot of those tools are more commonly known. Today, we are going to talk about one that you might not be as familiar with. So advanced threat protection. So to start, I want to let you know this information is for everyone. No one is exempt from being a target from a hacker. So often people think that just because it's just one person or if their business is just a small group of 10 people that you might work with, that's exactly why you are the target. You probably rely on some of those bigger companies, and the hackers typically know that your guard is down. So they use you to get to some of those bigger companies for that bigger payload. So they will take what they can get, and they start with you. So you can be a person using a home computer, and you still need advanced threat protection. If you own a business or you work at a business, you still need advanced threat protection. If you have ever looked up advanced threat protection, and you will see that there's a variety of different categories that have ATP. Today, we'll use Microsoft as our example. And to note, ATP in the Microsoft world is known as Microsoft Defender. So they changed that name probably about a year or two ago. So it is included in most of the Office subscriptions, but if you don't have it, you can add it on to whatever package that you do have. ATP protects Office 365 against advanced threats like business email compromise and credential phishing. Generally speaking, ATP is a security solution that defends against malware or a hacker targeting sensitive data. It's a combination of endpoint agents, network devices, email gateways, malware protection, and a centralized management console. There are several software solutions available, or you can do it as a managed service. So we all have it. Managed services is outsourcing the responsibility for maintaining and anticipating the need for a range of processes and functions to improve operations and reduce expenses. Basically, the better alternative to the good old break fix that we're all pretty much used to. So generally, there are three primary goals of advanced threat protection. The first is early detection. That's detecting potential threats before they have the opportunity to access critical data or breach systems. Adequate protection, which is the ability to defend against detected threats swiftly, and response, the ability to mitigate threats and respond to security incidents. To achieve these goals, advanced threat protection services and solutions must offer several components and functions for comprehensive ATP. So those include, for one, real-time visibility. That's a continuous monitoring and real-time visibility. Early detection is the key, but threats are often detected too late. Context. Threat alerts must contain context to allow security teams to effectively organize a response. And the third one is data awareness. This is knowing where it's critical to know the data. It's sensitive, and the value of the data, and some other factors that will help give an appropriate response. So this picture just kind of shows the holistic view of threat protection. So this is the example of Microsoft Defender for Office 365. So this helps organizations secure their enterprise with a comprehensive slate of capabilities across prevention, detection, investigation and hunting, response and remediation, awareness and training, and your security posture. ATP is all of these tools working together to keep your data and your business safe. So there are 3 different areas that Microsoft applies ATP to: email attachments, safe links, and content that is shared within SharePoint, OneDrive, and Teams. So often we are asked about, is my data secure if I use SharePoint? Who can get to it? Because it is web browser based. Yes, it is safe, and Microsoft Defender helps make sure of that. So we will use safe links as our example. So this feature checks the URLs that are contained within emails and Office documents. Before emails reach the inbox, they actually go through Office 365 Exchange Online Protection. Their signature-based malware protection, anti-spam and malware, and internet protocol are applied to the emails. Once those are applied, the user can then open the email. If they click on a link, it's immediately flagged as safe, malicious, or blocked. For malicious or blocked emails, you will get a warning page. ATP Safe Links works with Office documents too. If any links in emails or Office documents take you to a file that you can download, they're also scanned for anything harmful, and they're blocked if necessary. This Office 365 email protection will help prevent viruses from being spread too.
I will say, Katie, this is one of the only features that I actually do notice and did notice. This is something that I do see, and it's just become something I'm accustomed to now, and I greatly appreciate this. As someone who is in the marketing world, I am connected to a lot of other marketers. I get tons and tons of emails, some of which are legitimate and great, and some of which are just not. And so this has really helped me a ton.
Good. That's good to hear. So I think too, I think it's helpful when it changes the name of, like, rather than just having like that random strung out URL that you're used to seeing, it actually has like where it is going. So if you put your mouse over it, you can see exactly where you're heading instead of just clicking blindly into wherever.
Yes, it's fantastic.
All right. Who has some questions for us? Or we are wide open to discussion if you just want to talk about anything.
I do not have too many questions in there right now. I'm watching. I just sent out the reminder for folks to ask any of their questions they have. I know, I guess, who is doing the monitoring? You know, you say it's monitored in the background. Is it something that their own company is having to monitor, or is it something that is being monitored elsewhere by a different team? Who's doing all that monitoring?
So I think it largely depends how you are set up. So if you do have the managed services, which is what TTEC-T is, we do that for you. We do all the heavy lifting for you, and we watch it all day long. So we make sure that you are protected. If you have an IT team or you have a security group, they're likely going to be the ones that take care of it for you. You will know who has it set up and who is actually watching it for you.
Okay, fantastic. All right, I don't see any other questions in there just yet. And this is a nice, short, sweet, and quick one today.
It was. It's one of those topics that you can either talk all day about it and just really, I don't know, probably bore people, or you can just, here's the high level and how you are staying protected with Microsoft.
Absolutely. Yeah, if we talked all day about this, we would definitely be in the realm of going way over my head on this
Definitely, me too. So I do want to point out, so we do have our first quarter coming up. So we do these webinars on the first and third Wednesday of the month at 12:15 Lunch and Learn style. We are going live. We have our topics set. I'd love to do more live videos. So if you guys have any topics or anything that you want to talk about, please feel free to just let us know. You do not have to be a client. We are more than glad to come up with anything that applies to everybody. So we definitely want people to get the most out of their Microsoft subscription.
Absolutely. And I would say too, send us a message. I put in the chat of this presentation, it should have gone out, I know for sure, to the Facebook crowd and to the crowd on YouTube. LinkedIn is a little slower to get that information, but you can send us a message anytime at sales@ttect.com. if you have questions or ideas, but feel free to private message us on any of our social media pages and we will get that. And we will take that into consideration for our topics. We will want to make sure we answer your questions, anything you have. We definitely want to be helping you out. Our main goal is just to make sure everyone is utilizing their tools properly and to their fullest potential. All right. Anything else, Katie?
I don't think so. Hope everybody has happy holidays.
Yes.
So thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah. Have a good rest of the year, everyone. And we will see you in 2022.